Another beautiful day, looking out over the city as the peasants do their jobs to bring me in more money from taxes. Being a mayor's the easiest job in the world. Nothing to it, really. Just let the peasants, the citizens, get on with their pathetic existence while I line my bank account with tax money. Nothing can ruin this day, that's for sure. Oh, what's that? Who could that be? I clearly said I didn't want to be disrupted today. Can't a guy just have a beer in peace? Hello, what do you want? Who the hell is this? The water company, what do you want? There's a problem with the water supply. What do you mean? Pollution in the water? Yeah, I'm aware people are dying, so what? Oh, you found the cause of it? Well, what is it? What do you mean bad planning by the mayor? How dare you? Do you know who you're speaking to? Oh, you found a water tower in the industrial area. And all the pollution from the factories are running straight into the water supply? Well, I suppose you better fix it then. It's your job, isn't it? What do you mean the mayor has to pay for that sort of thing? Fine, I'll put you through to the accounts department. They'll be able to sort something out. Oh, sorry, hello? Hello? No, you seem to be breaking up. I can't... Works every time. Now, where did I put those cigars? Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Cities Skylines for more city building action. We are back, and last time we had some real problems, didn't we, with the water supply being infected, and things did not look good. We moved these water pumping stations around, didn't really help things. We moved these water treatment sewage things downstream of the water pumps, and again, the problem just seemed to get worse. Now, I've just got off the phone to the mayor, who, you know, I don't know if you've ever come across that guy, but he's an absolute dickhead, basically, to put it mildly. But I've been told there's a water tower, and I've had a little bit of a look around, and there is indeed a water tower right here in the middle of this extension of the industrial area that we built a couple of episodes ago now. And I've had a look at the pollution here, and it's very, very bad. And of course, our water tower is right here in this, so water is going into the supply from this polluted area, and it looks as though that is probably what's causing this sickness. So what we're going to do in this episode to start it all off is we're just going to get rid of that, because yeah, that's just going to be an awful problem. So what we'll do, we'll just have a look at these pipes. I might delete that pipe out, and then what I'll do is I'll run some pipes across from here like so. Let's run it across to this sort of area here, I guess. That'll do. And then we'll stick a water tower in here away from all of this pollution. So I think that'll be the best thing to do. Let's see if we can do it there. Actually, I might just move these pipes slightly now to join it up. But fingers crossed, as long as that gets power, we should get some clean water coming from here. I believe that's far enough away from the pollution for it to not be a problem. It is, that's very good. So, fingers crossed now. That will slowly start to solve the water problem, I really hope, because that is the only water tower that I've been able to find in a place where it's potentially infected. And already, it seems to be doing the job. The water's going back to normal. People are no longer sick. And things seem to be good. Look at that. It was as simple as that. I mean, there are a lot of dead people. And actually, between episodes, I was having a think, and we had that sort of minus figure down to about 800 people leaving the city. And I thought they were leaving because of the water situation, but actually, I think they were dying. I think we were killing all of our residents with the poisoned water. So, not ideal by any stretch of the imagination, but fingers crossed things are going to be more under control now. I mean, it's going to be a bit of a pain because there are so many dead people in the city at the moment. They are literally everywhere. We've been killing them all off, poisoning them to death, which is just awful. But That number's coming down now. I can see it going back towards 0, which is good. And then we'll be able to start rebuilding. A real challenge that was, it turns out, but we've managed to get on top of it. The mayor will be very pleased, and maybe I'll manage to keep my job as the city planner. Who knows? We shall see. I'm sure that's not the last we'll hear of the mayor and his dastardly ways, but for now, things are going well. What's happening here? Why has this got a dollar thing? I don't know. Maybe it's suffering because of the dead. I mean, look at the amount of dead people. There's also some, like, problems here, of course, with health and things as well, because I guess that's getting polluted by the industrial stuff there. I might demolish these houses just because I don't think it's a good idea to have houses there, basically. Not that close. We could probably replace it with commercial, to be honest, and it would probably be okay. We might have to de-zone it, though, first. And I think that'll probably be alright. That house seems to be fine, weirdly. Which is a bit odd, but never mind. Well, this isn't actually getting power, so we're going to have to stick a bit of a pylon in here. So, just to make sure the water doesn't get too low. But, oh, it's a big relief to have sorted that problem out. It really is. And we're back into positive figures again. Look. More people coming into the city again. Oh, I mean, I was really panicking at the end of the last episode. I really was. I thought maybe we'd run into a serious problem. But it's going to take a while for us to move all these dead citizens. I mean, pretty much everywhere has got dead citizens. It's going to take a while for us to move them to the cemeteries and the crematoriums and things, but we will do it. We'll get it done, that is for sure. But yes, sad, look. And that's probably as well why we haven't got enough workers up here, and why we now don't have enough workers for our commercial places as well. Because we don't have the citizens, or we didn't have the citizens. They are coming back now, but yeah, it's a sorry tale, isn't it, at the moment? Right, these sewage pipes, they don't really need to be here, so I'm going to move them down. Like so, because we have more room to relocate them to now. I mean, we can literally put them down here, to be honest. Let's just pause while we do this, because I don't want it to get all annoyed. So let's move all these right down here. We are going to have to think about what to do with this stuff, though, eventually, because you know, you look at the situation, and we've got basically the sea down here, and I don't want to be pumping sewage into the sea. So let's join this up to the water supply here. We can probably get rid of those pipes that were coming down to here now. So let's just delete all that. Like so. Let's move these ones down as well, because we can... we don't want to demolish it, no. This is going to be the recovery episode, really. We're going to have to do a lot of work to get things sorted out that we screwed up in past episodes. So let's move it all the way down here as far as we can, just so it's away from everything, I guess. Doesn't really matter how it looks, but we don't want sewage being pumped out by people's houses and things, because it's not very nice. We learnt our lesson, hopefully, with the pollution issues and things like that, so at least I hope so. We're probably going to need to connect these up to the power supplies, though, using, I would imagine, pylons for the time being. Let's just see whether it flashes out with an alert. It probably will do. Yeah, it does. Alright, so we'll get one set of pylons by doing this. I'd rather have the pylons on the industrial side rather than the residential side, just because it's ugly. Alright, and then we'll see how we get on with that. So, hopefully it won't affect any of the sewage issues around the city. Wow, we are really... I mean, the population's dropping again. But I think that's probably because people are now getting annoyed about the dead bodies. We might have to take a real hit for population until we get things under control, to be honest with you. And we might have to put down a lot more crematoriums as well, just to be able to deal with this. It's a bit of a crisis, isn't it? It really is. Yeah, we're going to have to put down a lot of crematoriums, I think, to help deal with this. Any areas where we've got real sort of problems with this, we're going to have to potentially demolish houses to put these in. Which I don't want to do, but I don't think we've got much of a choice. Not at this point, anyway. I mean, is that a school? I think it is, isn't it? I don't really want to demolish anything like that if I can help it. I might have to demolish that one there as well. Oh, this isn't the best, is it? Wow, look at the amount of people we're losing now. We might lose a hefty chunk of our population here. Oh dear. We could be in big trouble. All because of one water tower put in the wrong place. Oh god. Okay, well, you know, you live and you learn. It's a big hit, but we can come back from it. We certainly can come back for it, that is for sure. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of Turian's town. We can fix this. But it's going to need a lot of hard work. Yeah, I mean, crematorium availability is pretty low, actually, so I think we're just going to have to bear the brunt of it, to be honest, and hope that we can do what we need to do. As the peaceful music plays, but oh, it's awful, isn't it? Things were going so well up until this point, but this has really, really cost us. Where can we put... We need something here. I mean, at this point, I'm sort of just happy to demolish most things. I mean, the capacity's getting better. That's the main thing. The capacity is improving. But we're just going to have to put loads of these things about. And hope that it lets us deal with the problems. But, yeah. I mean, still pretty bad here. I mean, we seem to have stemmed it for now. It's hovering around that 1.5 thing. Rather than going up too much more. The capacity's okay. The problem is, I think people are going to keep dying as well. People who are sick. So it could be a little bit rough while that happens as well. And of course, I'm demolishing houses here. So that's causing a problem as of itself. Let's put one here as well. Oh, this is just dreadful. Oh, God, guys. It's gone terribly wrong. It has gone terribly, terribly wrong. But, you know, it's all part of the game. It is all part of the game. We have to battle back from these type of things. And I think we can probably do it. I really do. I think we're capable of doing it. We're in a bit of a mess, but, you know, we can recover from this. I genuinely believe that. But it's going to be... it's going to be very tricky, isn't it? We're down below 40,000 on the population, which isn't ideal. I mean, we might have to put a cemetery here, which is an awful place to put it. But we're gonna need to do it. Anyway, hopefully this is going to start being dealt with slowly but surely. we're down to losing 1,000 people now, which is better than the situation we were in. But it really isn't great. Oh, God. What has the mayor done to this place, honestly? I mean, I know he's stopped there being elections and things, so no one can challenge him for power, but... doesn't make for a good sight, does it? It really doesn't make for a good sight. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I don't know what to say. I'm a bit lost for words in this one. It could go a lot better than this, couldn't it? But the recovery begins. And I think from here we can only get better, right? We can only get better. I mean, we're still getting loads of money coming in, so that's one thing. But that is going to do it for this episode, guys. Wow. We can recover it. I genuinely believe we can. But we're in big trouble. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games and Wayne. I thank you all for the continued support. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell if you're new, or just haven't already done so. And I'll see you all next time.